Hello and welcome back. Yes. So we're back playing the demo to Trails Through Daybreak. Let's open up this treasure chest. Titanium earring! Ooh, prevents rot. Now it's been a bit since I played this, so pardon me if I feel a little... Let's see. Sure. I like this is semi, like... You know what the word is, right?
I can't believe there were monsters right beneath my feet. I had no idea.
Yeah,
Got the bracers to thank for that. They're usually good at keeping them contained.
That's right. I briefly forgot that this is a Trails game. If you're thinking, well, how? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's Trails. Alright.
Good luck, strong.
Think fast.
Flare impact!
A chance.
Going all in.
And they're gonna... Oh no, he dodged! How'd you miss, goofball? Oh. Oh. Alright, let's see.
This'll hurt.
Plus we don't have like S-crafts or something.
Keep it up.
Eh. Eh.
A chance.
Ah.
Keep it up.
Ah, your CP absorbs me.
A chance.
A chance.
Ah, flare impact.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Better believe it. Alright, so... Oh, cool, it shows like I'm actually hitting it. Alright, before I continue... Also... I like that you can see it on the side! Yes! That's so good! Yeah, we'll go ahead and heal you up. Alright, let's get him. I don't know what's down here. Do you think these are Jiaosamo's footprints? Yeah, fresh in a few minutes ago, I'd wager. Oh, which doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. With all the monsters we've encountered along the way, you must have encountered some too. Yeah, I didn't hear any gunshots either, so he had to have slipped past them all unnoticed. There's only one way you could have done that. What's that? Don't worry about it. Just something I learned about in the past. Anyway, we're almost at his hideout. Stay on guard. Oh. Okay. Oh! I had half expected... I got like 2 weeks, man. Just 2 weeks and it'll be out. I'm so excited. I gotta finish paying off the pre-order. It's like I pre-ordered it through GameStop and I have not finished paying it off yet. So... Oh, wow. Saw more of these guys than I expected. So what's the plan? Should we pick up the numbers one by one? Nah, that'd take too much time. I'll cut a path through, so stick close to me. Okay. Woo! Press R2 for a charge attack.
Like the gang's all here.
Brace yourself.
I'm...
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Ah.
There's so many of them. Look out!
Whoa, that's cool. Okay.
This'll hurt.
Oh.
Keep it up. This'll hurt.
Can I get all three?
Activating skill.
Over here.
Yoop.
All three.
Bang, 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 bang.
Keep it up.
Miss.
Bring it on.
Oh.
A chance. This'll hurt.
And
Think fast. Take
bang, 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 bang. No
Here
target.
goes.
No. Hey, overkill bonus. Meanwhile. Oh, we get a meanwhile. Ah, yeah.
This thing's good shit, but it wears you out like nothing else. Real big upgrade between the 4th and 5th gen orbments right here. I can see why the army liked it so much.
That's right. I think Arcus battle ornament was like 4th gen.
Was worth extorting it out of that corrupt general a while back. But what am I gonna do now? No one's gonna find the goods now that I've got them well hidden. Now I gotta settle between selling it to A for a fat stack, or taking it to some lab or a tech corp. That girl with Arkwright seemed to know what it was worth too. Wouldn't mind having her work under me if it meant getting him out of the way. I might be able to tap more than extra Mira out of that.
Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't we?
What are you doing here?
So you came here after all. Not a bad hustle you got going on. You learned what those punks were up to, tipped off the cops, then snatched the case in the confusion so you could profit from the shadows.
Pretty smart.
Wait, I hear you. I screwed up.
You think
I'll
so?
give you back what I stole. And Mira. And whatever dirt you want to know. I'd never even think of picking a fight with all.
Too late. You underestimated us, and for that, you will pay with fear.
Oh man, are they gonna kill him?
What was that?
Giacomo, come on, but stay behind me.
Okay.
Giacomo.
Shit
that's
might
right.
be hitting the fan soon.
What do you mean?
Come on, shouldered princess.
This could get tricky with so many. Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Activating skill.
Tosharai! Uh-oh. Dodge!
Chance.
Ooh, that was a critical hit. Ooh,
You'll pay for that.
dadgummit, I'm sorry. It's a I can't help it, bro. I keep pressing the wrong button. Get him. Miss.
Bring it on.
A chance. Random light. White needle.
Like the hero.
Bring it on. lift you up! Keep it up!
No, you're supposed to heal!
Keep it up!
Grant of light! White heal!
Thanks, pal. Here goes. Keep it up!
I won't stop here.
Hey! Glow hammer! Okay, good. I was about to say, if it doesn't give me the chance to heal, then we're gonna have some problems.
There. That hits the spot.
Alright, let's... Nah. Man. Let's get it. I'm not even gonna say, bro. If I lose, I'm just bad.
No.
I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, they actually killed him?
Van, we've got to. He's...
Save it. He's dead.
I can't believe it.
Bro,
I
I
see he
didn't...
tried to resist, but he couldn't stop his throat from being slit.
I didn't expect him to die. He seemed like such an important character.
Wasn't even the usual knife. More like a machete. And then his left hand is...
What are you two doing down here? What in Adios' name? Whoa! Look at all that blood!
Shit. It would be the guy we were just about to ask to come in and talk to us. You look like you found yourself in the middle of a real mess here.
But it's not him.
I hope you're ready to come to the station.
Crime scene secured at 1:10 p.m. 2 important witnesses will volunteer themselves into custody and accompany us to the sighting station.
Man, things took a really dark turn. I did not expect that. You're throwing a lot at me from the prologue. Man, just straight out of the gate. That's crazy. But that's okay. Also, I don't know how I feel about there being no combat links. I'm so used to it. But that was a Trails of Cold Steel edition. So, I mean, you know, it gotta change up the formula a little bit. Please, Miss Cotto, you can talk to me. What were you doing in a place like that? What did the man with you say to trick you into going? Nothing. If anything, I was the one who persuaded him. What the request was that Mr. Arkwright accepted, though, I'm afraid I can't say anything more about. You are aware that this may end up causing trouble for your school, aren't you? I'm not sure how we can avoid contacting them now that you're involved in this. I understand. This all feels like a nightmare. I can't believe someone I was just talking to an hour ago, or to hours ago, is now... And all of my insisting has gotten Van caught up in this.
Who do you think you're fooling, Arkwright?
Dude. Detective Nate.
You think we'll believe it was just some coincidence that you were in the maintenance tunnel? That you were just taking that girl with you alone on some field trip? Not a chance!
I mean... What do you want me to say? It's the truth. Do you think I volunteered to come here just to tell lies? I sure do! You may as well be a criminal yourself, Spriggan! No way someone like you just happened to come across a murder scene. Stranger things have happened. Come on, you interrogate all your victims this way. You tend to overwork? Well, lend a hand. I got a handyman's license even. Service with a smile and always to engineer. That's the Arkwright Solutions motto. You son of a... I'm more curious why you happened to show up when you did. He was a real slimeball, but he was also a nobody. Just what were you hoping to get out of him? What was so important that it requires a bunch of police officers and 2 detectives?
I can see the rumors of how much a handful you are weren't overselling you.
Daswani.
Your weapon might not have a blade, but I've never seen anything like it. And you've got a state-of-the-art orbment, too. You've been skirting the line of legality dangerously close these past few years. You do know we could come down on you if we wanted to, right?
Wow. Wow, that's harsh. It's just a self-defense baton. As for my Zypha, for the orbital net. I've been authorized to have one as a tester. I'll have you know. Though hey, even if I know the authorization's coming from a questionable foreign company ain't the best.
Took the words right out of my mouth. You really know how to throw people off.
Inspector, I say we grill this guy good. It's clear he's a total good for nothing. You don't lead a pretty lady astray without having some kind of problem. Like a mad young detective, huh? Don't go too deep down in that rabbit hole. If you think I look bad, just wait till they hear a cop got hooked on hitting up juveniles for favors. But you know my address if you ever get hot water over it. Jeez! You think you can waltz in here? Nate, don't let him rile you
You're
up.
wasting your time with that one.
Hey, who are you, Speckles? And just who the heck are you? This
I
one's
would be with
Oliver.
the Central Intelligence Department, the group that asked for your help on this case.
Oh, wow. Kincaid?
The name's Kincaid.
Okay.
I'm with the CID's Analytical Division. On its behalf, I thank you for your aid in locating Giacomo Conte. And I see your line caught a second fish as well.
Are you serious? We feel awful for losing him, really. But it's clear as day this guy knows something. We'll have it out of him before long. Mark my... That won't be necessary. He and his companion will be coming with us. Huh? On what grounds? Our own investigation has led us to safely rule them out as culprits in Mr. Conte's murder. As such, for reasons I am not at liberty to discuss, they will be coming into our custody. I trust that won't be a problem. Oh, not at all. Do what you want with them. Don't be such a dang suck-up. Bah. Should have known this was how it would be once they showed up. Very well. This was always the CID's request. Do as you will. But as much of a low-life piece of scum he was, we're dealing with a man's death here. I'll thank you and you to remember that. Of course I will. You needn't to worry about that. Leave everything to us. Huh? Vaughn, oh thank goodness they let you go too? Yeah, after this troublemaker showed up.
I'll be taking my leave now, sir.
Understood. You know what needs doing next, and be sure to send your report to the chief.
Thank you.
She said she was with the Central Intelligence Department.
Looks that way. Seems real competent, too. And you're able to bark out orders to her just like that, huh? Shows you've moved up in the world, Renee.
Renee, oh.
Huh?
Kincaid, not Renee. You know that.
Old friends.
Though perhaps you need reminding after 3 years.
Hard to say if 3 years ago even counted as a proper hello. You're still on the ball as ever, you spectacled sadist.
Same to you, Spriggan.
Oh.
Still working from the shadows and relying on old-fashioned stubbornness and trickery to get the job done, I see.
Damn right.
She looks so confused. Yeah!
The CID is currently hot on the trail of the duo who murdered Giacomo Conte. We found trace evidence of them at the scene.
Oh!
Knew you wouldn't waste time. Then...
I know your nose and circle of suspicious contacts are not to be underestimated. I won't be getting in the way of whatever you and your friend are working on. If you hear anything interesting, however, you'll give me a call. You owe it to me after bailing you out.
Fair enough.
Contact information exchanged.
I don't believe I've heard that hollow before. By the way, have you told her you're back yet? Well, that answers that. Will you ever grow up? Take care of that. You as well, young lady.
Thank you.
So, you two are friends? No, he's just an old acquaintance. I can't seem to shake. He's a friend. You don't talk like that to someone you just barely know. Anyway, much as I hate being as dead as ever or over anything, this will be over way faster with him on the case. Plus solving Giacomo's murder and Giorgio. If you want to call this whole thing off, I'm fine with that. Won't charge you anything if you do. Not into how much mess this turned into. Even this, all to me, also works if you trust me enough. That's not the issue, not an issue, but now that someone's lost their life, I don't think I can afford to avert my eyes. It's not right. Can I not stay with you for at least today? It pains me to cause you more problems than I already have, but at the same time, you're too young to worry about causing your elders problems. Alright, if you're that set on this, then let's get back to work. Next up, we take the subway to Riverside. You're thinking of going back to the scene of the crime? No. Alright, let's do it.
Excuse me? Can I have a moment of your time? You just came out of the police station, didn't you? I'm hearing there was just a murder. Was that why you were in there?
Pardon? Oh, and who are you? Yeah.
I'm Marielle M.A., the newest reporter with the Tyrell Times. I only just joined the paper's local news division and happened to hear what was going on from a source of mine. You wouldn't happen to have anything to add about the murder, would you? I'll take anything.
Oh, you got good instincts on you, Missy. The cops just took in a key witness, being questioned as we speak. Sounds like a detective called Nate's in charge. I'm thinking he'll have more for you if you run in now. Hey, just...
Thank you so much! Just you wait, Dingo. I'll get one over you this time!
Wait, the key witness is here!
Having a rough day?
Yeah, nothing I'm not used to. I'm gonna go see Bermody now. That should spare us out after I let her handle that case with the spoiled brat. Or square us out.
Sure. I'll get it done.
That wasn't very nice of you, Fan. You can't just feed someone in her position false information. Sure I can. Last thing we need is when we're busy is a necklace rookie. I gotta let her make trouble for the cops to make our job easier. Wait for me! Alright, so I'm curious who the tanned youth was. Throwing some people at me, eh? I like the music! Yay! August 27th. Looks like they still have it cordoned off. What do you think is gonna happen? What happened to Giacomo? Should have already had his body taken out for an autopsy a while ago. Should only need an expert to see his throat slit. Whoever slit his throat was a pro. So where exactly are we going? The cafe and bar over there. Oh. Oh, is it open now? About to be. Today's hours should be from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Okay.
Oh, this place is so soothing. It's so calm here with all the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about this area.
Yeah, a lot of matters. Cool, I mean, Hey, sup, babe? Sup, kids? What you doing? It's really late now. Let's go home. Why? When did we get like everything out a little more? Because we can't remember your mom told us to get home early. Does she mean mom? Your name shouldn't be Rooney. It should be called Weenie. Okay.
That's a Septian temple? It almost looks like a Central Eastern version of a church.
Where?
That's because it basically is. Edith has more than its fair share of Central Easterners.
You mean here?
Whoops.
Man, when you go let me explore?
Oh, good stuff right here.
Let's have another police ask some questions.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Wait, can I exchange?
Take as long as you need.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you.
Cool.
Stall set up along the river.
What is the food? It doesn't look the best. I'll do this food.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
Huh? She knows food truck isn't here today? Oh, I was really hoping to grab a drink. Can I help you with something that's a restricted area? Appreciate it if you'd stand back. I like just the little addition of being able to walk around with someone else in your party is cool. Here's up, dude. Alright, time to get ready to open up.
Well, where's you next?
There's buildings aboard here. It looks like you get to do that. It does, yeah. Let's focus on the case for now. Is it a quest? Is it a quest board? Oh, I am excited. Should I go in? Go inside, obviously.
Well, hello again, handsome. I've been waiting for you. I figured you'd show up early enough. I suppose the girl next to you is your client? She suits that uniform to a T.
Hello? Come on, we only just arrived at the door. He already got her read. Bermati?
My name's Bermati, sweetheart. I'm the owner and bartender of this fine establishment. Van and I have a very special relationship.
You have a boyfriend? We just scratch each other's backs, that's all. Helps that he makes some of the best coffee and cocktails in town. He's also a first-rate information dealer with a heck of a lot of fishy contacts. Oh, I see. Her name is Agnes Clado. Well, isn't she a polite one? What a lovely client you have today. So, I assume whatever led you here regards Giacomo? That's right. Word travels fast. Of course it would. The scene of the crime was practically in my front yard. I found him difficult to like as someone in the same trade, but I'd never wish this on him. Even if he did, most likely bring it on himself. What do you mean? So he did put his hand in that fire. Guessing it was last night? Well guessed, you're absolutely right. One of my sources tell me he tipped off to the police. He said a criminal gang was in the midst of a massive drug deal. That's no good. It's not that uncommon. But I'm sure thinking it... But I'm more thinking it was a hoax. Oh... Indeed it was. The police arrested several from the scene, but they found no evidence that drugs ever changed hands. However, it did look like they were in the middle of a dispute of some kind. Who the other party was, they could not ascertain. The ones caught were also saying something along the lines of, "Who ratted us out? They wouldn't have done it, so it was someone on our side." Huh? Judging by all you've said, it sounds like these criminals on the other party were still scheduled to do some kind of deal, even if it wasn't drug-related. And Giacomo called the police on them, creating confusion by doing so? Well, wow. Yeah, you're dead on. He then took advantage of that to make off with something from the scene. Oof. My thinking was along the same... As for how he's able to make off with it completely undetected, I can only speculate. Must have been some kind of trick to it. You don't think he used a Zypher, do you? No, there still aren't many of them in circulation. I think he used the previous model, which fit his objective much better. There's a fair number of them making the rounds in the black market these days. Hey, Rhonda, huh? So it is... Okay, so it was Arcus, Rhonda, then Zypher. Okay. Yeah, the one developed between the Verne and the Epstein Foundation a while back. It was used by the police and army for a while, but as soon as the 6th gen was introduced, they wasted no time dumping it. Zypher was better, sure, but the Rhonda was just as good as airborne as Arcus back then, with its most notable feature being stealth capabilities. Yeah, that's right, because one of the characters turned invisible in Trails of Cold Steel. Look at that! So you think he used that stealth to hide something? Quite. Well, less something and more someone. Himself. How long it depends on the user, and it can't avoid tripping sensors. But slipping into a scene that's already in disarray and stealing something, that would be child's play. That does make sense. No. Puts it all into perspective for us, huh? When we charged into the maintenance room after hearing the scream, all we found was Giacomo's corpse. But we weren't the only people who were there. The criminals who slit his throat were still there too. They just snuck right past us using Rhonda's stealth capabilities. Oh, she looks so sad. But fearless criminals they are, certainly not bottom of the barrel. We could be dealing with Jaegers, or perhaps, whoever they are, they rediscovered what they're looking for. Or recovered. So I doubt you'll find success in pursuing them any further. I wouldn't be too sure about that. Oh. No, you wouldn't keep me waiting.
Here are all the bases he used for the past few years, complete with security locks.
Thanks. We'll call this evening.
Oh, and just to add, there's been no sign of any Jaeger Corps in the move as of yesterday. Well, be seeing you.
I guess I'm in your debt again. What was that all about? So Giacomo had multiple hideouts, did he? That could mean whatever he stole is in one of those, but if it wasn't a Jaeger Corps you had to run in with... Oh, forget it. I can't believe you turned to Dingo. And right in front of me, you know I'll sing like a canary for you any day of the week. Sorry, but I was never much of the faithful type. Dang. Gotta say I like Vaughn's outfit. Pretty sweet digs. Well, we got a lot of new information out of that. I'm just surprised at how well connected you are. What can I say? You spend time putting people in my debt so I can cash in favors.
You must have amassed quite a collection by now.
Oh, it's possibly my favorite character. I don't know. I've only seen like images, but if it's what I think, then absolutely.
Oh! I'd heard you were a regular at this establishment, but I wasn't expecting to run into you just as it was opening.
That makes two of us. First Renee, then you. Hell of a day for me.
You've certainly spent a lot of it skulking around. Up to no good, I assume.
if there's a reason why I think this character might be my favorite, well, it's to be determined.
I imagine it was half your own fault that you got hauled off to the police station.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of someone different.
Wish I could argue otherwise. Should have known it wouldn't take long for you to hear about what happened and come running.
Of course. I've paid a visit to the scene of the crime as well. Giacomo was hardly a pleasant person, but he was a decent informant to use when work called for one. I hope you know that the detectives at the station and that reporter are very displeased with you, by the way. Your love of causing trouble for everyone and taking advantage of it to further your own goals has never been a bright spot for you.
Don't got a clue what you're talking about. Damn, this is awkward.
I can't believe it.
Claire? Elaine Claire.
Forgive me. My name is Elaine. I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation.
I'm assuming you're a bracer.
Oh, not at all. I think we have much to discuss. But we're also both busy, so that can wait for another time. Whoever can solve this case first, the CID, the police, the guild, wins the prize lying in wait. That also goes for our presumed suspects. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Be careful not to get too involved here, Van. I'm almost certain that the two people who killed Giacomo were from A.
Thinking the same. But I'll chalk myself up to owing you one for telling me.
You know her? What, do you do too? Guess she does pop up in the paper every once in a blue moon. Of course I know her, she's really famous. I don't think there's anyone in Calvert who doesn't know the face of Elaine Claire. She's one of the youngest bracers ever to reach A rank in the guild. They're ace. Yeah, okay, so it is who I thought it was. If Trails into Reverie, there's that one mission where you find out about this girl who breaks Sarah's record for being the youngest bracer ever to reach A rank. And they even call her, I can't remember, but it's something like Beauty's Blade. I don't think enough for someone to adept with the swordsmanship of the Old Kingdom. Oh, never mind. Okay. See, I was thinking that, I mean, I guess it could be, but I was thinking like she was a practitioner of 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school. Hard not to feel for her having beauty slapped on her title. Are you two close? She's just an old friend. Anyway, we've wasted enough time here. We almost got this into the bag. We can talk it through once we're on the move. See, I want to look it up, but I don't want to look it up because I don't want to be spoiled. So we're just going to let it fall by the wayside. To make it short, I think it's safe to assume the thing Giacomo made off with was the ornament you're looking for. We know it was stolen from an antique shop a week ago by the gang of punks. Said punks then met with a pair of others to deliver it. And at some point, like they had a dispute over Mira. That was when the police charged into the scene, leaving Giacomo, who called them, to snatch the goods with him using his ronda. But then that pair tracked him down the very next day. They waited in ambush for him at the crime scene, murdered him, then stole his ronda and used it to escape. Rondas are like any other kind of computer in that they've got apps to note things down and store info with. Giacomo was always a cautious one, so I'm sure he wouldn't have made the UFO too easy to identify. But I'm guessing the locations of his hideouts were on there, so the culprits could use the device to find him. Do you think his murderers are using the ROM to define which spot he stole? Yep. To narrow down the top places it could be. Central Station. Okay, one's in front of Tryon Tower, one's near Central Station, and the other one's in the 12th District around the Grand Circuit racetrack on the outskirts of town. Which one do you say is the most fishy? Nah, I think it's safe to rule the tower and the circuit out. So last night they were both full of people because of the Summer Fest and the Z1 Grand Prix. How would I know that? Okay. I guess it's Giacomo hit it when we were down there.
The next stop will be in the cathedral in Edith's Feast District. Those traveling to the cathedral or Aramis Academy.
No, we. You're getting off at the next stop. What? Closest station to your dorms, right? Don't worry, I'll have this thing cracked by the end of the day. And the goods by with you by tomorrow. But you were fine with me helping you before. Before. This is now. The affiliation of Giacomo's murders changes everything. Are you referring to that A group? Yeah, everyone is on guard about him right now. Not just the cops and the guild. I'm talking other organized crime groups and even Jaeger Corps. If that's who we're up against, I can't promise I can keep you safe. So this is what we gotta do. I'm sorry.
We are now arriving at the cathedral. The doors on the left side will open.
She gonna run back on the train? Oh, she didn't leave.
I thought I told you to get off at the next stop.
I mean, you could have just pushed her off the train.
You'll have to forgive me for being selfish. But you have to understand just how much that memento means to me. It's something that connects me not just to my great-grandfather, but my mother and grandmother too. And that's not the only reason I want to see this through now. A man is dead. I know you don't like the idea, but I feel like I have to be a part of this. Whatever may come to happen.
Word.
I'll do everything I can to ensure my own safety. And I'll do everything you ask in the field. So please, won't you let me come with you?
Fine. You're the client. I can see you at least know your way around that staff and arts. But you're gonna have to do everything to keep yourself safe. And if I give you an order, you follow it. If you fail to do that, I terminate our contract then and there. We clear?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Too nice for your own good, Vaughn. It's like every other protagonist of this series. Although I think Vaughn might be the first protagonist that's like has this hand in the shady dealings area. Most of the other ones are like forthcoming people.
At Edith Central Station. Those transferring to the Transcontinental Railroad.
Oh, it's already dark. Feels like the sun went down real fast. But even at this hour with nothing going on, there's so many people. It is how most people arrive in the city, after all, not to mention all the department stores. There's also that fancy new old store that doubles as a cafe when drawing a lot of customers. Yeah, I know the one. Mobile Cafe Loda. Oh, Iota. Funny to think how this area's changed in just a couple of years. Those big screens weren't here before either. But now it's hard to imagine them not being there. The city's changing so fast it makes your head spin. True it is.
Very good evening to you, Edith. It is now 6:45 p.m., which means it's time for today's evening news. President Gramhart held a press briefing at the Presidential Building in Vontai at 3 p.m. today. He discussed this year's ending of the reparations from Erebonia, and with it, the impact it will have on Calvert's future.
Yep.
It has been 2 years since the Erebonian Empire launched an unprovoked war of aggression against us. A vile act we were generous enough to forgive.
There were circumstances behind that, mind you, but...
The price it paid in the form of reparations was steep, but every last Mira was, in my strong opinion, justified. I believe its actions, its atrocities, the past several centuries are behind it. I warmly welcome it back to the international community with open arms, promoting an era of peace between us, even when it comes to Crossbell State.
Which finally has its independence, by the way.
With reparations due to come to an end this year, some have raised concerns that an economic recession is on the horizon. Those fears are unfounded. We have used these past 2 years to transform our economy, to bolster our capital, to better our technology. No nation has surpassed what we have accomplished because no nation can. We cannot take our supremacy for granted. I have every intention of taking this power and using it to lead our great world as a whole to a more glorious, prosperous future.
Well, if it isn't everyone's favorite president. He's a little heavy-handed, but you can't say what hasn't delivered. The average GDP had passed the Empire's in its first year in office. This year's track just surpassed that by a lot. Yes, I suppose that's true. He's been enacting some very dangerous policies across the board, and not just economically. Compared to the last guy, yeah, Samuel Rocksmith seemed more grounded. Anyway, didn't mean to talk politics. Would you prefer not wasting time in a rival territory? You have a rival? Oh, it's the guild! I do remember hearing there was a branch near the central station, yeah. Maybe they aren't expecting to hear anything close to home, but they've got a sharp crew on board. Let's get to work. Right over there. Yelling next to that little department store leads to the door we're looking for. Come on. Yes, sir. Hey, brother, nice night, don't you think? Kinda want to check it out, to be honest. Sorry, I'm not gonna have to pass on this one. I'm just going around the corner. Ah, forget about it. Your name's Giordano, brother. Literally pulled the forget about it.
The next appointment's at...
This place never changes.
Whoops.
This door doesn't lead to the subway. But you can still jimmy it the same way. Is Giacomo the one who altered the locks? It's not him. It's just a thing that shady folks have known about for a while. I'm sorry, I keep egging conversation on when we really need to move. I'm ready for whatever we'll find. Good, because there's no turning back now. Something wrong? Nah, we can go in. What was that? Was that just my imagination? I don't pick up a scent, so I guess it doesn't matter either way.
His nose is as sharp as ever. Edios knows how this is going to end. But it better be with my classmates safe, Spriggan.
Oh! Is that who I think it is? I won't say. I'm just going to let that linger. I think I know who that character is. And if it is, I'm going to be so happy. It's Trail's Dungeon, alright. This place a relic from the Middle Ages? Might go back to the Dark Ages, even. Edith might not have the leg up on the old capital's history, but it sure still goes back to the Middle Ages easily enough. Like in all the subways and waterways we've been building, and the underground sprawling mess and a half right now. What? Crap. Oh, it's a ghost. Is that a monster? Well, a spirit, more like. Never seen them in the capital. the heck's up with this? Sure you don't want to turn back and wait outside the station? Cafe'd be a good spot to... No, I'm fine. I have a feeling my staff and arts will be highly effective against foes like these, so if anything, I'm relieved I came with you instead of staying behind. Got me good? Well, let's do this. Alright, let me give you these just in case. Those are for quartz, aren't they? Yeah, insert them into your Zypher slots and they'll let you do different shards. Give it a try. Okay. You can set quartz in the Quartz tab of the Orbment menu. Covering shard skills. By setting quartz in open slots, you can manifest all sorts of shard skills. Each line has different shard skills. The overall attribute value for a line changes with set quartz. When you reach a certain number of attribute points, new shard skills will manifest. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay.
Switching to maintenance mode. New shard skill added. New shard skill added.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Okay. Now we're ready to move. Yeah, let's get... Wait, this feels like... The higher elements are active here. What the heck? Well, what do you mean? I'm sure you can tell just from the fights we've had up to now, but monsters are only usually weak to the 4 basic elements, fire, water, earth, and wind. And every once in a while you find a place where they can be weak or resistant to the higher elements of time, space, mirage. You're saying that this is such a place? Pretty sure it is, yeah. Either way, we'll find out soon enough. Let's get moving. Cool. Let's see, what time is it? I should have enough time for one battle. Bah, they snuck up on us. There's an awful lot of them too. There sure are, but it sounds like these shards really shine. SCLMs. You'll see. Okay. Are activated upon making contact with the party member. Attack while an SCLM is active for your party to perform a follow-up attack. Interesting. Oh.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Here I come!
Interesting.
Bring it on. Take that.
Oh.
I won't lose!
A chance. There. All you on, yes. Got your number. You'll pay for that.
Hmm.
A chance!
All you on yes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Bring it on.
Woo. Flare impacto.
I have to do something.
Initializing drive.
Here goes.
No! They're down!
Oh yeah.
There we go!
And you're dead. Cool. Good job. You keep up pretty well. So that's the power of this SCLM. I've never been able to understand how someone else was going to act so clearly before. Yeah, it's a lot like the combat link system used in Erebonia's 5th generation Arcus battle ordnance. The Arcus units never saw much outside of the Empire though. Still, combat links were mainly designed to be used by two-man teams, whereas SCLM, where it's a lot easier to switch around partners. This makes it a force to reckon with when they're used by large groups. Shards really are amazing, aren't they? I never imagined to do so much. Yeah, I'm not an expert on them either, mind you. I get a lot of them myself. I can tell that that the Zypha standard has a whole lot of potential. Yes, I'm glad that proved true. The more we do it, the more confident I am in my ability to fight. I'm fine with a little. I don't want you going out in front of me, though. Oh!
Here goes! There! There!
Here goes.
Cool.
Here goes!
I'm on it.
No enemies nearby.
It's the spot. It's the spot.
Hold on, I gotta hear it.
Just what I needed.
I'm on it.
Alright, that was cool. Save game. Sure. Alright, yeah. I'd say that's pretty good. Pretty dang good. 2 hours and 6 minutes in and still counting. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Trails Through Daybreak demo. Hasta la vista. Bye.